Hello, beautiful empaths. Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, everybody watching me. It's your boy Denzamos in the house. Denzamos in the building. I'm so excited, guys, to speak with you today. It's a very glorious, beautiful day. Love you all. I appreciate you. Thank you for the likes, the shares, and the subscribes. I always appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, I still encourage you, please subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. And if you've been with me all along, you're most welcome back to the channel. Now, today's subject, I'm going to talk about the last kiss, the final kiss. So the moments, it is not like you definitely have to kiss somebody, the final kiss or something, but it's like the moments, the last few minutes or the last few hours, or maybe even sometimes the last few days of living a narcissist. So the emotions involved on physical level, on financial level, so we're going to talk a lot. We're going to talk about a lot of aspects in these last few days that you're with a narcissist. So we're going to discuss the feelings you have emotionally, feelings you have physically, and all those cocktails of things involved. We're going to discuss that in a bit. So the very first thing we need to understand is that when you're living a narcissist, most of the time you don't have closure. So the narcissist is they do it intentionally. They do it intentionally because they don't want to give you closure. The reason why they don't want to give you closure is because always when you're living a narcissist, for them it's like you are a piece of object that they have been. You're not like. For them, they don't treat people like human beings. You know what I mean? So they treat people like objects. Like a piece of a stone or a piece of a brick or a piece of a garbage. So it's like you're a piece of a garbage. For a narcissist, in front of a narcissist, you're just a piece of garbage, but a very useful piece of garbage. You know what I mean? So, but definitely when you finish supplying the narcissist with whatever she needs from you or he needs from you, then they're ready to discard you. So most of the times, they don't want to give you closure. The reason why they don't want to give you closure is because they want you to go out there, suffer the pain, because most of the time when they don't give you closure, you're going to leave that relationship with a lot of pain, a lot of pain. You know what I mean? Because definitely when you're with a narcissist, you know that you've been trauma bonded. So you're going to leave the relationship when you're as well suffering from a very, very, very deep trauma, a very deep trauma of abuse. And they're doing it, it's a technique they're using to discard you, because they know when they discard you and you leave the house, you're going to go outside there and suffer. First of all, you're going to suffer because they know that they have already been punishing you for a very long time. So they know that you're going to go out there and you'll be suffering, you'll be in pain, you'll be suffering emotionally, you know what I mean? So, and they know that eventually, even if you get up, you get out of the pain, even if you challenge, even if you fight the pain and you recover and you get the kind of closure you need, maybe you go to therapy or maybe you go to a doctor or maybe you go to what. So either when you recover, they're always going to try to come and pick you up in something what they call a hoover. But then you realize that the last kiss, the last days of a narcissist is going to be very painful. It's going to be very painful in that case whereby the narcissist does not give a new closure. So they have not officially closed the case, because for them it's a technique. They want to make sure that they discard you before you get closure, because when you get closure, they are a bit worried that when you go out there, you're not going to be able to come back because you've already got the closure you need. So that is what happens in that kind of situation. So we're talking about two situations. One situation, the last case, whereby you're leaving the narcissist without closure. So you're leaving those people with pain. So I can guarantee you that if you're leaving the narcissist, in that case whereby you have not got closure, the closure you need to end the relationship, it is going to be very painful. First of all, because you have been trauma bonded, you're going to live with a trauma bond. And trauma bond is a very, very strong toxic feeling, that emotion, a very deep emotional feeling you have with these people. You know what I mean? So it's like it's very deep from the inside. It's very, sometimes it may be even hard for me to explain what is a trauma bond, but usually you guys can do your research. You know that a trauma bond is that deep feeling of emotional connection with your abuser, whereby you leave them, they discard you, or maybe you discard them or whatever. So you leave them, but at the end of the day, you still know that they have discarded you, and in the next 1 or 2 days they have moved in with somebody else very, 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 very quickly. For a narcissist, it doesn't matter if you have been with you 10 years, if they've been with you 20 years. For them, it doesn't matter. When it's time for them to discard you, they just open the door and throw you out of the house. So for them, it's very, very easy to discard people because they discard people like garbage. They send out people from the relationship like trash. It's like when you open the door and you put trash in a bag and you just throw the trash out of the house. So that's what happens. So definitely it's going to be very, very deeply painful. And in my videos, I've always done my best to advise on moving on after a discard, because I know I've been there and I know how it hurts. So I've advised many people, most of the people, how to move on if you've been discarded. How can you repair yourself? How can you recover? How can you get yourself back together, and how to move on? Because you'll never get closure from a narcissist. A narcissist doesn't want to give you closure. Always you have to understand that you will never get a closure. So leaving a narcissist on the final days, you're going to live with very, very, very deep pain, very deep regret. You're going to think about all those days you've been with those people. You're going to think about you'll be emotionally connected with them. You'll think that yes, I still love them. I feel like I still love them. But at the end of the day, when you sit alone, you think that you hate them. So you're going to have that kind of a wave of emotions, a wave of feelings and emotions, whereby you're going to feel like you love them, you don't love them, you hate them, you don't hate them. So you're somewhere in the middle. And that means that actually when you're in the middle of that situation, you have not got closure, whereby you think, of course, because you remember when they open the door, when they move into a new supply and that relationship with the new supply doesn't work out, they are running in back to pick you up because they know that you didn't get closure, so you still have some emotional connections with them. So they're going to run back and pick you up very quickly. So it's going to be very painful. You're going to find yourself crying. First of all, you're going to sob, you're going to cry a lot, you're going to be very, very deeply in pain. And in most cases, it's going to be even more difficult when you have kids, when you have children with them, because most of the time you've spent a lot of years bonding with your children, spending time with your kids, you have gotten to know them, you've bonded with them. So it's going to be very painful when the narcissist is sending you out, discarding you when you've got kids with them. So that one, I know very sure the last kiss is going to be the hardest. It's going to be the hardest because you're going to be thinking about your kids. You'll be thinking about your home. You'll be thinking about all your life you've been with these people. You'll be having emotions. What can I do? What are you going to do? How are you going to move on? How are you going to manage to live without them? Because they have made you codependent. And narcissists always, they make you a codependent on purpose, because they know that when they make you a codependent on them and they take all your power from you, they know that when they make you a codependent, even if they send you out of the home or out of that relationship, there's always a chance for you to come back, because they have trained you for so many years to be very dependent on them. So it becomes very easy for you to go back in those relationships. So that's why you see actually many people in narcissistic abusive relationships, they're actually hoovered for years. Some people can be hoovered even for 20 years. A narcissist doesn't discard somebody forever. A narcissist will always come back, because they are narcissists. And they know their program always trains them that when you throw out something, you can always go and pick it up. You of course, they'll be monitoring you to see how you're doing, and then they'll be waiting for that opportunity when they're going to come and pick you up, bring you back in the house, because they know that you've recovered, so you have got more energy, you have got a new energy, you have got a new vibration, so they will pick you back and start abusing you again, and then put you back in the next cycle. So the cycle is like a continuous cycle, and it cannot stop. So when you're living a narcissist, in the last days, the last kiss, when you have the last kiss with the narcissist, it's going to be very painful, very hurtful, very deeply painful. It's unexplainable. It's only somebody who has been there, they can relate with me. The second incident at the last kiss when you have with the narcissist, this is when, because there's also another group of people who have left narcissistic relationships and they have got closure. They have managed to get closure because they have managed to to know what they are dealing with. Because most of the time, when you're with these people, you have it's like you're walking on autopilot. You have a blindfold in your face and you're walking on autopilot. So it's like they have the remote and they are the one pushing the buttons. When do you sit? When do you get up? When do you get up out of bed? When do you eat? When do you go to this? When do you do that? When do you go shopping? So you're walking on autopilot. But then there are many people who have happened to have the closure they need. So they have always done their research and they have found out that actually they are being abused, and they have been abused for very long periods of time. And it's because of that information they have got that they have been in an abusive relationship, whether they knew it or they didn't know it. But when finally they get closure they need, you're going to find that the last minutes, the last kiss, the last days of a narcissist, you're going to be detached emotionally, because of course you're still with them, you're still with them physically, but emotionally you're going to realize that actually your heart is open already. Your heart has already opened up and you've stopped hurting. So you're going to realize that the last kiss is going to be like, for you to be like, well, okay, so yes, I need to go, and we're going to separate and this and that, because they will make sure that they make this pain, they will make sure that they inflict very, very deep pain on you, but most of the time it's not going to work out, and they're not going to be successful, because they are going to realize that the last days, when I talk about the last kiss, I don't mean that you're going to kiss the narcissist on the last day before you leave the house. I talk about the final days. It's like the last days, the last minutes, the last hours, or the last week before you leave the house, you actually physically leave the house. In that case, when you have got closure, when you have managed to understand these people, they are narcissists and they have been abusing you, you have got the cloud off your face, you have stripped their mask off their face, now you know them, you can see them in the face, you can know exactly who they are, you're going to realize that actually you're not hurting. You know what I mean? So you're going to realize that it is very, very easy for you to move on. It's very easy for you to carry on. The only thing you're waiting, because already you have disconnected yourself emotionally, because you've understood that these are the people who have been abusing you. Sometimes they don't even know it, because normally, most of the time when you're going to leave the narcissist, when you get closure from them and you're going to leave them in the last days, they will not know that actually you found out about them. So they will not know that, but you will know it personally, that yes, I've known that this person, whether I've been with them for 10 years or 8 years or 9 years or 15 years, you have found out finally that you've been dealing with a narcissist. Maybe it's a covert narcissist who this kind of the type who know how to hide. They know how to hide and do their tricks behind the curtains. But definitely when you find out and you get closure, they will not know. They will feel it. They will think. They will suspect that yes, okay, so maybe he's found out or something like that. So they will be suspicious a bit that maybe you know about them or maybe not. But they will have that thing in the brackets. But they are not. They are just trying to figure out, did he find out about me or not? And most of the time, they want to make sure that you leave that house without closure. They don't want you to find out that they're narcissists before you leave the house, because it's very, very important for them. That time when they know that they are ready to pick you up, they always want to come and pick you up, because they know that you didn't find out who they are, so that they can pick you up and take you back in that relationship and continue abusing you the same way they have been doing for the previous years, for the previous times, the previous years. So the closure, the last kiss, the last days when living a narcissist, when you have got the closure you need, you're going to realize that you are emotionally detached, you're not feeling pain, you're not being hurt, and you're always going to know that all God's angels, all the angels from heaven, they are standing in they are with you, they have your back, they are standing with you, and they are in your favor. And you will know that there is a backup. There is always a backup, somebody standing next to you and guarding you and protecting you. So you will know that whatever is going to happen to you, you are going to be successful, because first of all, it is because of those angels who have been protecting you all your life, all along, and guarding you from death. Because when you're with a narcissist, you are most certainly heading, actually you are very, very likely to even lose your life. There are some people who have been abused to the extent that actually they have lost their life in narcissistic abusive relationships. So you all know, you have come to that confirmation that the angels have been with you, and you have got the power. So you feel that you have the energy to move on and to get out of that house and to get out of that relationship as soon as you can, because finally you have got the strength to live your life the way you want to live, to do what you want to do, to go where you want to go. And also something very important, when you get a closure in the last days, in the last final days of a narcissist, you're going to realize that actually you're starting to connect with people, because that emotional bondage has been broken. You have found out, you have stripped these people, you have stripped the mask off their face. So you finally realize that actually even the people you have completely forgotten about in the long run, you have already forgotten about your family, you've forgotten about your relatives, you've forgotten about your friends. You're going to realize that actually the people are starting to connect with you, because they realize that emotional bond the narcissist has put you through, that emotional chain, that emotional prison they have put you through for very many years and many periods of time. The door has been broken open by the angels, and those people will feel, those people who you have already put off and put on the side for a very long period of time, because you've been with the narcissist who doesn't want you to associate with the people, you will realize that people, they are starting to connect with you, they're starting to associate, they're starting to call you, hey, maybe you need help, maybe you need me to find for you a house, maybe you need for me to do this, maybe you need for me to find a job or something like that. So it is going to be very easy for you, and it's going to be something, it will be something more like from the inside. From the inside, you're going to feel like you're free. You feel like you're free, and you feel like all the pins, all the chains have been broken. Emotionally, the chains have been broken, and all the pins and the nails and the heart from the inside, these people they have put you through for all those years, you'll feel like all the chains and the nails and the pins they have already stabbed you with, the knives they have stabbed you with, you will feel like the wounds have started to heal. You've started to heal, and all those nails and whatever it is they have been dragging themselves, they have tied you with, they have used to tie you in that relationship, you'll feel like they have already started unplugging off your body. So it's going to be a very nice, I cannot say it's a completely nice feeling, because of course you have the emotions. You're even still trying to come to terms. How did you end up for all these years staying with these people? So you are still coming to terms with it, that how did I even in the first place end up with these people for very, very many years, and I couldn't even find out that actually they were abusing me. But so definitely you will know, you know what I mean? So it will be like, it will be a lot of emotions, mixed emotions. It will be that feeling, well, okay, so they have been abusing me, but this, but then at the end of the day, then you have that feeling of, I need to revenge. Then you have another feeling which thinks, okay, I need to forgive. Then you have another feeling. So there will be every kind of emotions running off in your head, and you'll be thinking, what do you need to do? But the only thing I can guarantee you for sure, the last final days of a narcissist, you will know that it's time to go. Actually, even if it's possible, you will find yourself having a champagne. You will open a bottle of champagne. You will open a bottle of beer. You will go for a nice meal in the restaurant, because you will know that this time I have known these people for who they are. I'm never coming back here. So you are going to know that when I'm stepping out of the door, it is the end, and I'm never coming back here. So you will know, you will have that confirmation in your heart that these people, they have crossed the line. They have abused you. Whether they know it or they don't know it, I don't know it, whatever it has got to do with their disorder they have. So you will know that these people, they have abused you, and you will know when you're leaving the house that you are leaving the house for good, and you're leaving that relationship for good, and they will never see you again, because you have finally found out exactly who these people they are and who you are dealing with, and you will know always how to protect yourself. So you always move in the direction and do the things you want to do. You will always move in the positive direction and be the person you came here to be. So guys, those are the two things I've told you. When you live without closure, is two cases. The last incident and the last case happens in two cases, whereby you leave the house without closure, or you leave the house when you have the closure, when you find out who they are. So it's two ways. When you find out who they are, you can see them, you have stripped their mask off their face, and you can see them exactly, the beasts behind the mask. So you will know that, okay, so it's the final day, I'm leaving, and I'm completely forgetting about these people for all my life, until the rest of my life. If you haven't got closure, on the other hand, it is a case whereby you're going to find that actually they will always keep on sneaking up around your house and trying to check you. What are you doing? Who are you dating? What are you up to? What did you eat? And blah, blah. They will continue controlling you, because they have always controlled you. For the last years you've been with them, you've been under their control, and you've been on autopilot. They have been piloting you, and you've been on autopilot, moving under their command. So you did not have any power. They have always had the power with them, the power to control you, because they need that power to control you, because they know if they don't take that power from you, you will always know who they are, and you leave them. So they need, first of all, to take away your power from you. So that's what happens in the last case. Is two cases. Sometimes if you find yourself that you've been discarded, and then sometimes you hovered back, then you've been discarded, and then sometimes you hovered back. So that means actually that you haven't yet broken the trauma bonds, and you haven't yet broken the emotional ties that you have always had with those people. So you always find yourself getting dragged back in that relationship. Sometimes it can even happen for many years. They can throw you out for 1 year, they pick you up, they throw you out again for 6 months, they pick you up, they stand up. So you will be jumping in and out, in and out, in and out. So that is going to be very emotional, and it's very, very painful. I know so many cases. Actually, there are some people who haven't yet recovered from that kind of abuse, even after 10, 15 years, because it has been very, very intensive abuse from those people. But when you have found the closure, on the other hand, you will find out that actually you're ready to go, you're ready to move. Maybe sometime you've woken up from that deep sleep, you've woken up from the abuse, and you finally realize that actually now you can stand on your own 2 feet. And you can stand in your power, and you can say, no, I'm not taking you back. No, I don't want to greet you. I don't want to stand with you. I don't want to do this, and because you have already completely taken back your power, and you know, and you finally remember who you are. So these are the cases, guys. Other than that, it can't get any longer than this. Been a pleasure to speak with you guys and to have you guys on board. I really love you all, guys. Stay blessed. And for those of you who have left narcissistic abuse, I wish you well, and I wish you keep on recovering. Keep on being strong. We have all been there. Keep on being a warrior that you came here to be. Keep on being vibrant. Keep your energies high. Keep your vibrations high. For those of you who are still suffering, if you're still in those kind of circles, and those people, they have left you and you keep on going back, they leave you, keep on going back, please get in touch with me. If you need a one-on-one coaching, I will still help you, and I will help you on a very affordable price, and we shall discuss how you can completely leave a narcissist and how you can get your freedom back and how you can get your power back and stand back in your power and be the person you came here to be. Guys, been a blessing. Desmos signing out, and I will see you in my next video. Till then, bye. Peace out.